Welcome back to A Moment in History. I'm Seth Udinsky. Following a year of chaos in 68 and 69 AD with the destruction of the Julio-Claudian dynasty, the Roman Empire went through its own civil war of sorts. Though it was far more brief than other civil wars in history, including our own, it was landscape shaking in the power struggle for Rome. The man to rise from the ashes of the war and bring some level of stability to the empire came from relatively humble origins to establish the second dynasty in the empire's history, known as the Flavian Dynasty. He ruled in Rome from 69 to 79 AD, the Emperor Vespasian. Now, Vespasian was a military man who served in various roles in the empire and most notably in various far corners of the vast Roman regions. Early in his military career, he fought in the Roman invasion of the island of Britain to the far northwest. Later, he served in the regions of North Africa, and finally, he gained perhaps his greatest notoriety when he traveled east to put down a rebellion in Judea in 66 AD. Now, he did not remain in the Holy Land long enough to oversee the put down from the field. However, as he returned to the capital city to partake in the civil war for the throne, taking place immediately following the death of Nero. Now, Vespasian played his cards just right as Galba, Otho, and Vitellius were fighting and subsequently dying for the Roman throne. Gaining enough military support during the summer of 69 AD, by midsummer, he had most of the support of the military class that he needed, and by December of that year, he was officially declared Emperor of Rome. Now, Vespasian established, as we said earlier, the second great dynasty in the empire, known as the Flavian Dynasty, which, interestingly enough, is actually named after Vespasian's father Flavius, while he himself was named after his mother. Vespasian managed the empire with stability, which was important, keep in mind, not only because of the empire's growth, but also with the rebellions across the empire. And of course, the most famous of these during Vespasian's reign was also possibly the most famous in all the empire's history, and it is one we touched on briefly earlier. Vespasian began the war in Judea on the front lines, but he ended the war by overseeing the destruction of the rebellion in AD 70, in which Rome took the Jewish capital city of Jerusalem and destroyed the Second Temple. Vespasian ruled until his death in 79 AD, where he was succeeded by his son Titus. Thanks so much for joining me once again for A Moment in History.